Move over, lassie, step aside, Rin Tin Tin. Service animals are real-life heroes. The term service animal is generally defined as any animal that is trained to aid a disabled handler, specifically in regards to his or her disability. While the general populace is accustomed to seeing a well-behaved dog fulfill this function, the range of animals trained for service work is far broader than just dogs being used as seeing eye, hearing ear, seizure alert, or wheelchair assistance animals. Hi-ho, Cuddles? Since 1999, miniature horses have been trained as service animals for the visually impaired. Cuddles, the first guide horse, went into service 2 years later. Guide horses are excellent for people who are allergic to or fearful of dogs or are simply horse enthusiasts. Guide horses, which are comparable in size to a medium to large dog, are intelligent, docile, have excellent memories, provide stable physical support to individuals with balance problems, can be house trained, and have a lifespan 3 to 4 times that of a service dog on average. Some drawbacks to the miniature horse include their limited dexterity compared to a typical service dog and their more limited portability. Since the introduction of the first service monkey in 1979, the use of capuchin monkeys as service animals has increased with the development of a codified training system. Their longevity, portability, intelligence, and extraordinary dexterity make them superior choices for people who require assistance with a wide variety of daily activities. Not only can monkeys turn lights on and off or pick up dropped items, they can also retrieve meals from the refrigerator, take dishes from the cupboard, load CDs, and press the start button on a computer or a microwave. As long as they're on a harness or leash and they're well behaved, service monkeys can even have their own seats on airplanes. Pigs are also occasionally used as emotional support and therapy animals. They're extremely intelligent, but they are limited in what practical services they can perform unless, of course, their handler is a devotee of truffle hunting. One service pig, technically a therapeutic companion pet, caused an uproar in 2000 when U.S. Airways transported it from Philadelphia to Seattle. Service animals don't need to be certified, nor is it permissible to ask what function the animal fulfills. Thus, the airline had to take it on good faith that the pig wasn't just a pet. The pig's owner did make pre-arrangements and presented a doctor's note, which was never publicly released, that allegedly indicated that the pig had a calming effect on the woman who had a heart condition. Whether the pig had been specifically trained to calm the woman is debatable. Furthermore, the service swine's owner misrepresented its size to a significant enough degree that the pig protruded into the aisle, and she had no means of restraining or controlling it. Although the flight was uneventful during deplaning, the pig panicked, and its squealing and erratic behavior caused distress to the other 200 passengers, not to mention the mess it left behind for the flight crew to deal with before the next flight. U.S. Airways has since revised its policy concerning service pigs. Moral of the story: people, leave your pigs at home. Killer bees. As the name implies, the stings of killer bees can be fatal. Arm yourself with the knowledge to escape, and you may save your life. Killer bees are notoriously easy to provoke and hard to escape. The African honeybee, aka the killer bee, will chase humans much farther than its more common honeybee cousin. There have been reports of bees giving chase for over 600 yards. They can also stay angry for up to a full 24 hours. Here's what to do if you find yourself on the path of these bees. Don't hesitate, just run. The majority of human and animal deaths at the hands of killer bees happen because victims don't get away fast enough. Keep your hands over your eyes, nose, and mouth as you dash. Bees primarily go after the face and head, so this will give you some form of protection. Don't swat. It will only make the bees angrier. Head for anywhere indoors, and then duck into a dark corner and cover yourself. Bees usually won't follow you inside. If one does, it's likely to become confused and go toward the light at a window. If you can't find a building or a car, opt for bushes or high weeds instead. They're your next best protection. Never remain still and never jump into water. Bees are smart enough to know that you have to come up for air sooner or later, and they'll be waiting for you. If you do get stung, use a blunt knife or the edge of a credit card to scrape the stinger from your skin as soon as possible. Don't pinch or pull it. Don't pinch or pull on it, rather, as this could end up increasing the flow of the toxin into the body. Get to a doctor immediately. Cropping ears and tails to meet breed standards are long-standing practices, but does Fifi really need a nose job or breast reduction? Today's pampered pets enjoy the same lavish luxuries as their humans. Fancy spas, posh hotels, and upscale boutiques. So if a person can get a little work done, why can't a dog? Two of the places leading the pack on pooch plastic surgery are Brazil and Los Angeles, which are already considered the top dogs when it comes to cosmetic enhancement. Most procedures for pets are medically motivated. Face and eye lifts for chow chows and Shar Peis, whose copious skin folds can irritate the eyes and become infected. Rhinoplasty for smush nose breeds such as Boston Terriers, Pugs, and Bulldogs who often have trouble breathing, and chin lifts for excessive droolers that are prone to mouth infections such as Mastiffs and Newfoundlands. Broken teeth from too much bone chewing can be repaired with root canals and crowns, and a pronounced overbite can be corrected with braces. Cosmetic canines. That said, a growing number of pet cosmetic surgeries seem to be driven by the same insecurities that compel people to go under the knife themselves. Consider nudicles, prosthetic testicles for neutered dogs to help preserve their self-esteem after the goods are gone. Other popular procedures include Botox injections to fix overly droopy ears and breast reductions for female dogs after they've given birth. U.S. dog shows prohibit surgeries that alter a dog's appearance beyond traditional standards. But if Miss California can have a boob job, can a poodle's nip and tuck be far behind? When some types of frogs vomit, their entire stomach comes out. The frogs then clean out the contents and swallow the empty stomach. Pacific Island robber crabs love coconuts so much that they have developed the ability to climb trees to get them. The water-holding frog is the greatest survivor in the animal kingdom. When it rains, the frog absorbs water through its skin. It then burrows into the sand where it can live for up to 2 years off its water reserve. The praying mantis is the only insect that can turn its head 360 degrees. A chameleon can focus its eyes separately to watch 2 objects at once. It also has a tongue that is longer than its body. The eyes of the ostrich and the dragonfly are bigger than their brains. The electric eel can produce 350 to 550 volts of electricity up to 150 times per hour without any apparent fatigue. Spider silk is 5 times stronger than steel, but it is also highly elastic, a rare combination in materials. This silk stretches 30% farther than the most elastic nylon. A large parrot's beak can exert 500 pounds of pressure per square inch, enabling the bird to feast on such delicacies as Brazil nuts with a simple crunch. Wasps can make paper by mixing wood pulp with saliva to form a paste, which dries stiff. The egg of some species of mayfly takes 3 years to hatch, and then the insect lives only 6 hours.